I remember when love didn't raise its voice, didn't have to make a scene, didn't chase the room or beg for attention or need somebody else to see. It sat beside you in the still of the evening like a song you already knew. It didn't hurry, it didn't shout, it just stayed, and so did you. It wasn't trying to prove a thing, didn't need a crowd or a spark. It felt like coming home at dusk with a porch light in the dark. Love didn't used to be this loud, didn't rattle walls or burn out fast. It whispered hope and meant its vows. It wasn't running from the past. It didn't beg to be believed or fade the moment things got hard. Love didn't used to be this loud, it just beat steady in the heart. I remember when love had time to learn the shape of your days, learned your silence, learned your laughter, learned what your eyes didn't say. It didn't leave when the feeling faded, it didn't scare so easily. It knew that storms pass through a house, but they don't mean you have to leave. It wasn't scared of ordinary or the years written on your face. It understood that staying still was sometimes grace. Love didn't used to be this loud, didn't make demands it couldn't keep. It laid its head down gently and let you sleep. It didn't need a perfect moment or a headline or a spark. Love didn't used to be this loud, it just beat steady in the heart. Maybe we forgot how to listen in all the noise we learned to make. Maybe love was never broken, we just stopped giving it space. Love didn't used to be this loud, didn't fade the first time it was tried. It stood up straight, it stuck around, it didn't have to advertise. If I still believe in anything after all these years and scars, love didn't used to be this loud, it just knew who we were. Yeah, it just knew who we were. There's a note on the table by my coffee cup, folded twice just the way she does. Says drive safe, I'll see you tonight, in a hand that I know by heart. Every letter leans a little left, like it's reaching out to me. She takes her time with every line, like love's not meant to hurry. In a world that's forgotten how to slow down, she still believes in care. She still writes my name in cursive, like it's something worth the time. Every loop and every curve feels like she's tracing mine. It ain't fancy fancy, it ain't new, but it tells me everything I need. Yeah, she still writes my name in cursive, and she still believes in me. I've seen her hands grow a little tired from the years and the days we've known, but when she picks up that old blue pen, it still feels like coming home. She could text it, she could say it fast, but that's not how she loves. She lets the ink say what her heart means when words don't come easy enough. Some things don't need improving, they just need to stay. She still writes my name in cursive, like it's something meant to last, like promises you don't rush through or leave behind in the past. Every letter tells a story of the life we chose to live. Yeah, she still writes my name in cursive, like she's got forever to give. They don't teach it anymore, they say it takes too long, but love was never meant to be easy, it was meant to be strong. She still writes my name in cursive on the cards and the days I forget. When the world feels sharp and careless, she's as gentle as it gets. If I ever doubt what love is, all I have to do is see. She still writes my name in cursive, like it belongs to me. Yeah, it belongs to me.
I've seen the shine of 1,000 things that catch your eye then let you go. I've chased a few I won't deny, but they never felt like home. I've worn some nights that fit too tight and days that slipped right through my hands, but when I held you standing there, I finally understood the plan. It wasn't heavy, it wasn't gold, didn't promise me the world. It just felt honest, it just felt true, like something made for me and you. It's just a ring that fits just right, nothing fancy, nothing loud, but it says I'll stay through restless nights and stand my ground when storms roll down. I don't need more, I don't need wide open roads or one last try. I found my place, I found my life in a ring that fits just right. I've watched love leave when it got hard, watched people run from who they were, but you don't scare when things get quiet, you don't flinch at forever. You don't ask me to be perfect, you just ask me to be true, and I can do that every day, if every day means you. It don't bind me, it don't weigh me down, it just tells me where I stand. It's just a ring that fits just right, I became a better man the moment I was hers. It's just a ring that fits just right, no need to shine for anyone. It's measured out in years and vows and all the good we haven't done. If I'm known for one true thing, when all is said and all is done, let it be I wore my love like a ring that fits just right. Yeah, it fit just right. We didn't know much starting out, just two hearts trying to behave. We had more questions than answers, and dreams we hadn't learned to say. But every Sunday morning we'd sit side by side and listen close to words about grace and mercy and loving more than you suppose. We weren't perfect, we weren't wise, but we were willing to try. We learned love one Sunday at a time, between the hymns and the prayers, learning patience, learning kindness, learning how to care. It wasn't sudden, it wasn't loud, it didn't come with fireworks or signs. We learned love one Sunday at a time. There were weeks we barely spoke, and weeks we spoke too much. Times we had to bow our heads and ask forgiveness for our words. But something happened in that quiet when the world slowed down its pace. We remembered why we chose each other and found our way back to grace. It's hard to stay angry when you're kneeling side by side. We learned love one Sunday at a time, in pews worn smooth by years, learning when to hold on tight and when to let go of fear. It wasn't perfect, but it was true, and it kept us close when days were long. We learned love one Sunday at a time. Now the years have filled the spaces where our doubts used to live. We've learned that love's not what you take, it's how much you forgive. We learn love one Sunday at a time, through every season, every change, learning how to listen and how to stay. If I had to tell our story in a single simple line, we learn love one Sunday at a time. Yeah, one Sunday at a time. The band was playing something slow,
lights were down low enough to dream. I was standing there with nothing planned, just listening, letting time breathe. I didn't know how to ask you, didn't know what words to use. But before I found the courage, your hand found mine first, and I knew. In a room full of almost, that one moment felt true. Your hand found mine, like it had always known the way. No questions, no hurry, just something I didn't have to say. The world faded out when your fingers closed in time. I wasn't looking for forever, but your hand found mine. We moved like we'd done this before, even though we never had. Every step felt easy, like a memory I already had. You didn't say a single word, but you said enough somehow. In the way you leaned in closer, like you weren't afraid of now. Some things don't need explaining, they just arrive. Your hand found mine in the middle of that song, right where I belong. Before I knew it all along, no promises spoken, no lines to cross or signs. I wasn't asking for tomorrow, but your hand found mine. I've learned love doesn't always shout. Sometimes it gently leans. It shows up soft and steady, right between the beats. Your hand found mine, and suddenly I was home. Like every road I'd taken led me to that moment alone. If love ever had a sound, it'd be that old waltz in time. I wasn't looking for forever, but your hand found mine. Yeah, your hand found mine. I loved you before I knew how, before I learned to listen twice. I thought love was just holding on and not learning when to be kind. I was strong in all the wrong places, proud when I should have been. I thought loving you meant winning, I didn't know what loving meant. I meant well, but I was young, still learning who I was. I loved you before I knew how, before I learned what love can be.
I held on tight, I spoke too fast and missed what you were showing me. If loving you took growing up and paying dues along the way, I loved you before I knew how, but I learned because you stayed. I see now all the quiet things you carry without complaint, the way you forgave my worst days and never kept account of blame. You taught me love don't raise its voice, don't need to always be right. Sometimes love is saying nothing and staying through the night. You didn't leave when I was learning, you just gave me time. I loved you before I knew how, before I learned to slow my pace. I was chasing every answer while you were teaching grace. If love's a road you walk together and not a race you try to win, I loved you before I knew how, but I know better now than then. They say love's just a feeling, but feelings come and go. Love is staying when it's heavy, love is learning as you go. I loved you before I knew how, before I earned the man I am. You believed in who I'd become when I couldn't see the plan. If I ever get it right, it's because you showed me how. I loved you before I knew how, but I love you better now. Yeah, I love you better now. Yeah, I love you better now.
The day's been long, my boots are off. There's a chair that knows my name. You're humming something in the kitchen, like it's always been the same. The news is on, but nobody's listening. There's coffee left in the pot. We don't need much to make it through, just what we've already got. The world can keep on wanting more, we're doing fine. I love these evenings that don't ask for much, just your voice and the soft night air. No big plans, no grand demands, just knowing that you're there. We don't chase dreams like we used to do, we let them come when they do. I love these evenings that don't ask for much, as long as they're with you. There's a crease in the couch we always find, and a rhythm to our talk. Some nights we sit in a comfortable quiet, some nights we take a walk. The clock keeps ticking, but we don't mind. We've made our peace with time. Every year is just another way your hand still fits in mine. Love don't need a spotlight, just a place to rest. I love these evenings that don't ask for much. No reason, no excuse, just two tired hearts leaning they already chew. If tomorrow comes with trouble, we'll face it when it does. I love these evenings that don't ask for much. They've given me enough. Once we wanted everything, now we just want this. A little quiet, a little peace, and a love that doesn't miss. I love these evenings that don't ask for much. No promises to defend, just a life we build one day at a time with my lover and my friend. If this is all love ever gives, I wouldn't ask for more. I love these evenings that don't ask for much. They're everything I hope for. They're everything I hope for. February comes in softly, like it's got something to say. The days are short, the nights are honest, in a winter kind of way. There's a chill that finds the window, and a hush in every room. Every year about this time, February makes me think of you. Not the cards or candy hearts, just the truth. February makes me think of you in ways that words don't always do. It's not about a single day, it's all the time you chose to stay. Through frozen roads and thinning light, through years that came and passed us by. February makes me think of you and everything we made it through. We never were the roses tight or champagne on display. Our love's been more like coffee warm at the start of every day. We learned to love the quieter things, like how you say my name, and how you still look at me like nothing much has changed. Some love ages like the winter, strong and clear. February makes me think of you, not just how it all began, but every year that followed, and the man I learned to be then. If love is measured in the miles between the start and where you are, February makes me think of you like a well-worn photograph. The cold don't bother me these days, not when your hand's in mine. Love like ours don't fade with seasons, it just learns to take its time. February makes me think of you, not because the calendar says so, but because you're written in my days, in every place I go. If I had to pick one moment that still feels honest, still feels true, February makes me think of you, and I think of love when I do. Yeah, I think of love when You don't raise your voice to get my attention. You don't need to call me twice. You say my name like it belongs somewhere between your breath and your smile. I've heard it spoken 1,000 ways in rooms that never felt the same, but nothing sounds like coming home the way you say my name. It ain't louder, it ain't softer, it's just right. It's the way you say my name, like you know the man I am. Not the things I've done wrong, but the best of what I can. It's not the sound, it's what it means when you say it just the same. Every day, every year, it's the way you say my name. You say it when the house is quiet and the lights are almost gone. You say it when I'm standing there, unsure of what went wrong. Sometimes it carries patience, sometimes it carries grace, but it always carries love in the way you say my name. You've never used it carelessly, you've never used it in vain. It's the way you say my name when the world's been unkind, like you're calling me back to the better side of my mind. If I ever lose my way or forget why I remain, I find myself again in the way you say my name. I don't need to hear I love you to know it's true. Love's been speaking softly every time I hear it from you. It's the way you say my name, like it's something worth a care, like it's been spoken all your life, and you still say it fair. If they write my story down when I'm gone and I'm replaced, let them hear forevermore the way you say my name. Yeah, the way you say my name. We never had a big beginning, no firework or headline start, just a quiet sense of something right that settled in the heart. We didn't make a show of it, didn't need the world to see. It felt like knowing where you stand without needing certainty. Some things don't come with answers, they just arrive. We didn't need a reason, didn't need a sign, didn't ask the future if it thought we'd be just fine. Love came in easy, like it always planned. We didn't need a reason, we just took each other's other's hand. There were days we didn't understand where the road was gonna bend, but we trusted where we were more than where it might end. We learned to stop explaining what we never had to prove. When love is sure and steady, it don't need your approval too. Faith don't always speak, it just stands. We didn't need a reason to stay another year. We just kept on choosing what we held most dear. Every doubt that tried to knock found no room to land. We didn't need a reason, we just took each other's hand. When the years keep moving on, we tell them it's not something we defend, it's something we lean on. We didn't need a reason when the nights were long. Love don't need a spotlight know it belongs. If forever ever needed proof, it's written where we stand. We didn't need a reason, we just took each other's hand. Yeah, we just took each other's hand. Watch the world get good at leaving, at calling freedom walking out. I've heard love spoken like a feeling that fades the moment there's a doubt. But I was raised on something steadier, on words you didn't throw away. Love was more than how you felt, it was how you chose to stay. I don't say it lightly, I say it true. If love's a promise, I'm still keeping mine. Through restless nights and better days, through every season, every change, through every mile along the way. I don't need perfect, I don't need easy, just a hand that's tried and true. If love's a promise, I'm still keeping mine, and I'm keeping it with you. There were days I didn't say enough, and days I said too much. Times we learn forgiveness the hard and honest way we must. But I never once forgot the reason I put this ring upon my hand. Love ain't proven in the sunshine, it's proven when you stand. I stand right here beside you still. If love's a promise, I'm still keeping mine. Not out of duty, not from fear, but because after all this time, you're still the one I want right here. I don't chase what might have been, or wonder what I'd do. If love's a promise, I'm still keeping mine, and I'm keeping it with you. When the years ask more than we expected, and the mirror tells the truth, I don't see what we've lost, I see all that we've lived through. If love's a promise, I'm still keeping mine. Every word, every vow, not just then, but here and now. If the world keeps changing faster than the heart was meant to do. If love's a promise, I'm still keeping mine, and I'm keeping it with you. Yeah, I'm keeping it with you. Yeah, I'm keeping it with you.
Bartender's wiping down the counter, chairs are turning upside down. There's a tired neon flicker as the night settles down. The band's playing something one last time, like they're not ready to go. Neither are we, if I'm honest, so we stay where it's slow. Every face we ever were is still standing here. It's just slow dancing hearts, last call tonight. No one's watching, no need for lights. All the years come easy when you're holding me tight. Just slow dancing hearts, at last call tonight. We've danced through joy and disappointment, through the good and the bad, through the nights we couldn't fix it, and the best times we had. The song's not perfect, neither are we, but we know how this goes. You lean your head against my shoulder like you've done it before. A love like this don't need an encore. It's just slow dancing hearts when the room's almost gone, still moving together, still proving each other wrong. If this is the last song they ever play right, it's just slow dancing hearts, at last call tonight. When the doors all finally close and the music fades away, if there's nothing left but silence, I'll still ask you to stay. It's just slow dancing hearts, no beginning, no end. Just my lover, my witness, my best friend. If they turn out the lights and we're still here inside, it's just slow dancing hearts,
slow dancing hearts that last cold tonight. Yeah, slow dancing hearts.